Good morning, students. Hope you are all well at home. Today we are going to revise the history lesson 1. I am going to give the classwork and homework. So, which question you need to write in the classwork note and homework note, that we are going to discuss now. Okay, take your book back exercise. The sixth question. What is the sixth question there? In what ways has the meaning of the term Hindustan changed over the century? So take this question. Here the hints for this question is displayed in the screen. Look at that. So now look at the question. Now we are going to see the answer. So the first hint is Minaji Siraj. Who was Minaji Siraj? He was a 13th century chronicler. Okay, he used it for the first time in 13th century. It meant the areas of Punjab, Haryana and the regions between the Ganga and Yamuna. He called the land which was ruled by Delhi Sultan and never included the South India. Second hint, in the 16th century, Babur. Babur used Hindustan to describe geography, fauna and culture of the subcontinent. The third hint, Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro used the word Hind almost in the similar manner how Babur used to know. The word Hindustan was not used as political entity that we associated with it today. So this is the answer for the sixth question. Now we are going to the seventh question. What is the seventh question? How were the affairs of Jadi regulated? Okay, Jadi have their own rules and regulation. Then status of Jatis vary from area to area and they manage their own rules and regulations. The next heading is Assembly of Leader. These regulations were enforced by Jadi Panchayat, but they were also required to follow the rules of the village. And this is the answer for this seventh question. Okay, children. Next we are going to see the eighth question. What is the term pan-region empire? So listen carefully. Pan-region empire is a region which was ruled by many rulers over a period of time. No ruler was stable in ruling that region. Hence, this region is called as spanning diverse region, that is pan-region empire. Okay, this is the answer for this. But in your book, it is given in one line only. But you should understand the concept and you should write like this. Okay, children. Next, we are going to see the ninth question. What is the ninth question? What are the difficulties historians face in using manuscripts? So, the first one, the manuscripts are in dilapidated condition. What is this meaning, dilapidated? That is, it is going to be torn when it is used. Okay, in that condition only these manuscripts were there. And the next heading, scribes. People who copying the manuscript was called as scribe. While they copying, they may leave a word or a sentence. So the meaning of the concept may totally change. So the historians have to read many versions to know what really happened. Okay. The next heading is different handwriting. The Nastaliq style is cursive and easy to read, and Shikasti is dense and more difficult to read. In this handwriting only, the scribes copied the manuscripts. The next heading is some manuscripts lost. Ziauddin Barani, 14th century chronicler, wrote two versions of chronicle. In that first version was lost. If it is like this, then how the historian would get continuity in knowing the past? So this is the answer for the ninth question. 10th question. How the historians divide the past into periods? Do they face any problem in doing so? So now look at the hints. First hint, periodization by British historian. After 18th century, the British historian divide the Indian history into three periods. They are Hindu, Muslim and British. The next hint is ignoring other changes. This periodization is based on religion. It says only religious changes occur during this medieval period. No other changes occur on the basis of society, economy, and culture. And the third hint is ignoring diversities. This periodization ignoring the rich diversity of subcontinent. Few historians only following this periodization. Other historians following the periodization which is based on the social, economic and cultural factor only. So this is the answer for the 10th question. And today's homework is write 6, 7, 8 question in classwork and 9 and 10 question in homework. And when you are writing, write neatly children, and don't leave any points. Refer book as much as point you can write, and find out, try to write more points. And this is how you have to write the history answer. So I hope you will do well. Okay children, thank you.